it's the Alien anthology, so it's 1, 2, 3 and Resurrection.
Okay,
But
so there's 4.
There's 4. There's actually more.
I thought there's 2.
No, there's Aliens 3, Resurrection, and then there's Prometheus, which is the what's the word for it? Prequel for it. Prequel for the first one. And then there's Covenant.
I've seen that one.
A lot of people didn't like Covenant.
Yeah.
I really like Covenant, actually. I thought it was particularly good.
I feel like the main feeling I have towards that film was just chaos.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It was a lot less. It's what I like so much about the first. So
yeah, because I've seen the first one, so that's the one that I would like to talk to you about.
Yeah, of course. So
Mainly.
the first one, it's a toss up between whether I like the first or second one more. I like the second one, but I get into that later. But I like little
callback.
Little callback to that one, yeah.
Put a pin in that.
We'll pin this one for now.
Yeah.
We'll go back to this later. Don't you worry. But yeah, no, I really like the first one because the first one, it's less. Everyone thinks about the Alien films as like a very sort of horror, but they're not. They're not horror. They're more thriller. It's more suspense.
Oh no, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, because I'm not a massive fan of horror. Like I'm not that type of guy.
Yeah.
But thriller, I fucking love. Like this suspense shit. Gets me every time.
I think it's like, I think the difference between the two is the art of holding things away from the audience.
Yes.
Whereas like I think obviously I've seen the first Alien the most. I think I've seen it like 2 or 3 times. But it's like it knows when to hold back and when to give.
It's a perfect balance of like fear of the unknown, but it still doesn't just keep it unknown the entire time. Because if it's unknown the entire time, there's no payoff to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just this
ominous.
ominous.
It's like a give and take.
Yeah, because I feel like if they didn't show it, it's then this omnipotent presence that can just kill you, and that's not fun.
It's like a god,
yeah.
Which I think it kind of is.
It's fun. Like if it was that kind of film, yeah. But I like that it isn't.
Yeah, and I think it's really like admirable of the filmmakers to hold back so much when the design of the alien
is the
cool. Best design of any
H.R. Geiger's
creature.
got his shit together. He's fucking...
Yeah, that's the name of the guy. I was
H.R. Geiger,
trying to think of it. He's got a really cool name too.
Yeah, Geiger. Like
H.R.?
Geiger counter.
I don't know what the H or the R means, but it's cool.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try and attempt to guess at that one.
Yeah. I think it speaks to how switched on they were, because they have this like amazing prop and design. It was held back for such big parts of the film.
Yeah, the fact that they put so much money into this one thing and then didn't show it until like the ending half, basically, like the last like 3/4. Obviously, they had like the face huggers and stuff in the initial, which is really fucking cool.
Oh god, the face
huggers are horrifying.
Horrifying. That's a good word.
Anything more so, because they're like weird little nippy things, and I hate like
spiders too.
Yeah,
it's like
spiders horrifying.
It sort of like digs into your spider fears.
Yeah,
like around the neck too.
Everything's still grounded in like, obviously it's like not something you can find on Earth, but there's always like calls to it.
Yeah.
Like obviously with like the venomy, acidy stuff.
Yeah.
Very real fear.
Yeah.
I like the second mouth it's got.
Oh yeah.
Cool shit.
Horrifying.
No, it's fucking cool. I love that film. It's the fact that like it's still got me. Like I've seen that film like 7 or 8 times, like through, and it's still, when I watched it in the cinema, it just got me. Because I knew what was coming and I knew what is going to happen, but it still scared me.
Yeah, like you've not seen it quite as many times as like The Kingsman, but
we're not talking about The Kingsman today.
Let's not talk about those 10 days.
Those beautiful, horrible 10 days. God, I think if I see The Kingsman one more time, I actually might top myself.
That's funny. But yeah, so when was the first time you saw the first one then? And was that the first one you saw?
Yes. Yeah. My family's got a very big culture about like, watch the first one first or die, like that type of shit.
Die? Oh, wow.
Well, no,
I was like, like my family. And then you said die, and I was like,
no, my dad almost stabbed me up. No, it's fine. But I think I was 12 when I first saw it, because I remember the reasoning behind, like one of the reasons behind why I like it so much is because it was my dad's favourite film.
I see.
It was the first film my dad ever saw in like a pseudo cinema. So so
it's sort of been like passed down.
Basically, yeah. He was 13 when he saw it. I was 12. So I remember I was like just before. That's
amazing how you both saw it at around the same age.
But it was
it was special.
My dad never used to. Yeah, it is. No, my dad never used to shut up about it when I was younger. So I was like, if I actually sit down and watch it with you, can I like do it? Because they were very anti-18 plus when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wasn't allowed to touch 18 until I was like at minimum like 15, 16.
Yeah, which I think is fair. But
No, I'm not back then. Horrifying. Now, fine. Yeah. It makes sense. But so it was.
Saw it for the first time. Yeah.
Saw it for the first time with him. So we it's I like watching a lot of films with my dad and shit, because we always used to watch it downstairs in the living room as like a little fucking father-son bonding shit. It was really cute.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, it was lovely. But yeah, the first time he ever saw it, he was at do you know Butlins? Like what's it called? Like
it's like a camp,
like a resort campy park thing.
Wait, do you mean the one in like Ainsdale?
Yes.
The same one?
Maybe.
Oh my god, that's so mad, because that's so close to like my parents' place, like same sort of town.
I don't think it was that far. And it was a Butlins somewhere. I don't know where it was. Okay. But
perhaps they've got like more than one.
They've got multiple Butlins. It's not just the one. It's like centre parks. Like there's tons of them.
Yeah.
But he snuck in when he was like 13 to this like obviously the film's like I think it's 18 plus 15.
Yeah.
It must be maybe 18. But he snuck into like this screening of it and watched it for the first time and like borderline pissed himself basically.
I don't blame him.
But like loved it.
Yeah.
So that is like instantly his favourite film. So then he showed it to me when I was like that age, and same again, just fucking fell in love with it.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because it's like a really, like you said, he pissed himself. He was 12. He was a kid. You'd think it would be a sort of like awful like experience that
thing.
Pushes you away from it, but it seems like it's sucked him in.
I think it's because it's done so well. Because like, if it was just like a horror for the sake of horror, you can see through that a little bit. You can just go, this is kind of shit. Like I got spooked a little bit.
Yeah, but it like crawls into your brain.
Yeah, it sits with you, which is what I really fucking love about it. It's not like it's not cheap. Yeah.
I've kind of also been thinking about, I think especially for like the past year or so, I've been like seeking out just art, films, music that like has like a peacefulness to it.
Yeah.
But then like films like this obviously don't really have that. Like
they do at the start.
The whole experience is like terror and fear.
start to finish, bumfuck terror.
It's like, what do you think is the value in having these types of experiences through art, like difficult experiences, like awful experiences that you would not want to live, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course.
But you can experience them. Do you think that's part of the pleasure?
I'd say yes. It comes down to me for like I guess like a form of escapism, because like, you know, daily life can be pretty dreadful on certain days. It can be pretty great on other days.
Yeah.
But sitting down and watching like a 2-hour snippet, like it can kind of take you out of that for like the 2 hours, and then you're right back to it. Like it's not like a permanent outage. Yeah.
So it's like, even though it's bad, it's so bad that it's taking you out of your own life.
It's a different experience. It's the same people. Like it's the same way that people would pay for like fucking anything, like paintball. Like it's horrifying. It's painful, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's adrenaline.
Yeah. But I think because I've been so focused on like having things that are calming or like pleasant, but I think maybe I should lean more into. Well, you can have a mix. Like you don't need to go one or the other. Like you can have both, because I feel like it's the balance that makes it worth seeing both. Because if you just see one, you get desensitized to it, and then suddenly calming isn't that calm anymore. It's just mundane. Yeah. You're very wise.
No. Yeah. I just say some bullshit.
No, like that's spoken to me.
Oh, I'm gonna try that one.
But you said to, I think I said to put a pin in it. But you were bringing up Aliens, which is second one. Amazing, by the way, how they just added an S, and that's the sequel.
And then the third one is like
great branding.
The third one, it's Alien, but then like the 3, it's like
a small 3.
It's like to the power of. Yeah, I can't believe you've not seen the second one. The second one's really good.
Well, I feel like I have seen it, but I've not. Like it must have been when I was young, and maybe I didn't see it all. But yeah. We'll
watch it at some point. Because I went and saw it myself in the cinema after, because we went and saw the first one all together.
Which was such a great time. Like that's one of the best nights. Like when I think of like things we did when we lived together.
Hello.
Oh my god.
I was angry.
Yeah, like all the things we did together. Like that one night was. I think it was me, you.
It was me, you, and Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, it was such a.
No, it was
such a good time,
really
and like
good.
Seeing the film on the big screen too.
Big screen, amazing. And then there was we went and saw Dune as well, which was really good. IMAX Dune.
That's rush.
Oh shit, we should go. They don't slow down, do they?
They're just trying to scare us. That was a close one.
That was a close call.
Yeah.
Got my adrenaline pumping.
Yeah. I think you've done a great job of making me more intrigued to like watch number 2 and number 3.
Oh yeah.
I think I was of the mind of like, oh, like the first one's the best one.
No.
But I've not seen the other ones. So you've done a good job of like
the trilogy are really good.
Eyes.
Like the first 3 are really good. Resurrection is not worth your time. Don't watch it.
But I watched number 2 and number 3.
Yeah.
I appreciate you showing me the passion that you have for these films, because I feel like it's not really something that I would have explored by myself, like I said, about the whole peace thing.
Be more zen.
But yeah, it's good.